All right, everybody, welcome to Socedo Live, episode 23. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to talk about our culture and our mission here at Socedo, give you a little look at the inner workings of what we do and how we do the company mission and culture. And so I've got a special guest, Arijana, who is our Director of Operations, our Chief People Officer. She makes sure that we are on track with our values and our mission. So she's here today to kind of take you through it, ask me a few questions about how we came up with the mission, and give you guys an idea for what we strive to do every day here at Socedo.
Cool. I'm excited. This is my second Socedo Live, so I'm a veteran now.
Pro.
But we can start by just walking through the mission statement here. So our mission statement as a company is to shape the future of marketing by delivering a world-class product that makes our customers' lives easier through the use of social data. So if you want to just walk us through the mission statement here, I know there's a lot of different parts. So how did we come up with all of the pieces of it?
Definitely. A little bit of a mouthful, but lots of important pieces that are in here. So first off, we love our customers, and our job every single day is to make our customers' lives easier. You know, we feel like we're doing our job when we hear that our customer got promoted, or when our customer was able to get, recognition at their company. And we love marketers. We think that marketers are on the front lines every single day of getting customers to their company, growing their company. That's what it's all about, right? When you think about building a product, building a company, if you're not bringing that to the market, then really there's nothing to that company. And so we really think about marketers as the people that we love, the people that we want to help, and our job is to make their lives easier. And not only that, but we want to do something significant, right? And that's where this kind of notion of shaping the future, delivering a world-class product really comes in, right? Is that not only is our job to make, marketers' lives easier, but it's really to build an amazing product that does that at scale and really shapes the future. And the last piece that I'll talk about here is really this kind of social data piece. It's at the end, but it's probably one of the most important pieces of the mission statement. When we think about the world that we live in today, it's all about social media, right? That's where people's attention are, and we're putting all this data out there on social today. If you're in digital marketing, there's two ways to capture attention. One is SEO, the other is social, and we're just in the first inning of really thinking about how to use social data to learn about our customers more, to engage with our customers in a better way, to listen first and then craft the right message. And so that's where we really have kind of built the mission statement that embodies all of those pieces, allows us to grow in the future, and really take care of our customers today.
Yeah, and I don't think we'll have time to touch on it today, but when we were coming up with the mission statement, I know it was really important for us to not only have this purposeful mission as a company, but for all of our employees to see each other in it and to see themselves in the mission statement as well. And so that's why it was so important for us to come up with something that was really impactful in that way. And the other important piece of it was also getting it displayed in the office. Do you want to talk a little bit more about why that was really important for us as a company?
Yeah, I think, as you're thinking about building a culture, it's great to come up with a mission statement and then people kind of forget about it in a couple of weeks, a couple of days, right? So having it kind of in the office, something that's a reminder that people see every single day, something that you can live by, something to remind us why we're here. Everybody has a hard day every now and then, right? Everybody kind of is like, oh man, that day at work was frustrating. And you want to remember what we're doing here in the long term. So, having a North Star that's on the wall where people can understand as they're making decisions, as they're going through meetings, I think is really important when you want to define the culture. And, especially as you grow and you have more employees, like you don't want to have to individually remind every single person why we're here, right? That needs to just kind of be in the nature of what we're doing every day.
Yeah, and it was great because when we were coming up with it, we did kind of like a workshop and we pulled everyone's ideas together, and this has kind of served as the North Star. And when we're coming up with the goals every quarter or whatever we're doing, we kind of refer to this as like, okay, why are we here? So do you want to talk a little bit more about how we've embodied it in the daily life, how we've implemented it, how we keep reminding people about it, and just kind of keeping the buzz around it?
Yeah, definitely. So, a couple things. The first thing that Arijana said there is that we actually got this mission statement by asking our employees. So it wasn't like we just came in one day and said, like, this is why you guys are all here.
Yeah.
We started by saying, why do you feel like you're here? What gets you up every single day in the morning to come into the office? And let's embody that. And I think in any startup, when you're kind of crossing that 10-member team, threshold, you've got this opportunity to kind of sit back and say, hey, what are these 10 to 15 people all about? And let's define that for the next 100 so that you really have the right culture going forward. So that's, I think, the first step is, one, don't just put it as a top-down thing, but let that really bubble up and know what your employees are doing and why they're here to begin with. Number two, how do we embody it? How do we actually make sure that people are reminded of this? Well, we talked about it a little bit. Put it up in the office, right? Make sure people can see it every single day. And then as you go through kind of your daily cycle, right, whether it's a stand-up in the morning or meetings throughout the day, take opportunities to remind people of the mission. If you are going through a big decision and you're kind of having a debate or a conversation, try to come back to the mission and help that guide you. Team lunch is something that we do here every Friday. I think we try to build in that mission, every maybe fourth team lunch, second team lunch, to make sure that people are reminded of it and just reset, right? Mm-hmm. As we kind of talk about the challenges we're facing, let's also remind people why we're here. And the other thing that Arijana does is we kind of are constantly gathering feedback from the team, surveying them on a weekly basis to understand employee satisfaction, and the mission is a part of that. We actually survey people and try to understand how bought into the mission are they. They rank that on a scale from 1 to 10. We get feedback and comments on that, so we can really see where are people maybe losing belief in the mission, where do we have problems in understanding around the mission, and then we can take some of these opportunities to kind of shore that up, whether it's in a team lunch or in an all-hands meeting, in a stand-up, or in an email, as we kind of see some of that feedback coming in. So it's not a set it and forget it. We're always kind of capturing feedback around it.
Yeah, and I think, too, sometimes even we need reminders, even though we kind of really wanted to implement this. One thing that Aseem is really good about doing is, whenever we're in a meeting and something's kind of, coming to a head and we're, we don't know what the right decision is, I've heard him literally just step back and be like, what do we think is the best thing for the customer? How do we need to make it as easy as possible for them? And just refer to this mission statement. And that's been really huge and set the tone for the whole company. So your CEO believing in it and wanting everyone to really embody it has been huge for us too. So that's, kind of the angle we've been taking on it, and hopefully it's been working for everyone.
Awesome. No, I mean, I think it's really been fantastic to have this mission in place. It's guided us. It's let us know that, one, at the core, we are a product company. Our customers are marketers. And really, it's all about how do we leverage social data. That's what sets us apart, and that's really kind of the main line of what we're doing here. There's been so many opportunities along the way to say, maybe we shouldn't be using social data. Maybe we should go into some other channel. There's been opportunities to say, maybe we should go into a different customer. And that's part of the game when you're in a startup, right? There's so many good ideas and lots of different directions that you can go in. But this also helps us focus and helps us really know, what are we good at? How can we be true to ourselves? Not get distracted, not go chase shiny objects, and really make sure that everybody's on the same page, because otherwise, really quickly, we can start building lots of different products, turn into a services company, go into different channels, which, this isn't meant to be a roadblock to that, but it really is meant to set the stage of this is who we are and this is where we're heading.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Aseem.
Yeah, absolutely. And thank you, Ari, for helping put all of this together. And she's done a great job quarterbacking all of this. Thank you for joining us and learning a little bit more about what we're up to here at Socedo.